Hi there, everybody. I'm meteorologist Greg D. Just wanted to give you a little in-depth update here on my Facebook page. I know I've done a lot of these updates throughout the day with just images, but I figured we should probably talk through this storm coming up tomorrow. By the way, I know you're watching on the Facebook page, but also follow me on Instagram, at Greg D. Weather. Check out the Instagram stories there. I'll be posting quick little hits, a graphic, a quick update there if you don't want to do a lot of reading or watching throughout the next 24 hours. If you have storm reports tomorrow, this is the best way to get it. Absolutely. You can tag me on Facebook, post in the comments, tag me on Instagram. But anytime you email me something, I always have my inbox open on my computer and you'll be right at the very top. So I will see it faster. It's also a lot easier for me to get these images online, to social media, and in my graphics computer for updates throughout the day. So here's what we're looking at tomorrow. We're going to start dry, warm, and windy. Then during the afternoon, rain and thunderstorms move in. The first half of the day tomorrow will be absolutely dry, just breezy, maybe a quick sprinkle or two. The rain and the stormy weather doesn't come in until during the afternoon. So if you've got something planned for tomorrow afternoon that you can move to the morning hours, that's a great idea. Not just because, well, there's a chance of severe weather, but you know, getting around in this stuff, it's just not going to be fun. You know how the roads get here with heavy rain during the summer. Drainage systems get overloaded, the water starts to collect on the side of the road, some intersections get flooded. It's just such a pain to get around. So if you can avoid doing so in the afternoon and doing that in the morning, that would be the best bet. And I do expect 1 to 3 inches of rain tomorrow in just 2 to 3 hours. That is certainly enough to overwhelm some of our drainage system. There is a severe weather threat for Tuesday as well, though most of us are on a level 2 out of 5, still a low risk of severe storms. Citrus and Hernando County overnight were upgraded to a level 3 out of 5. That's a medium chance of that severe weather. Now, the main threat here would be damaging winds with an isolated water spout or tornado really possible anywhere in the area. Maybe some larger hail too, though I think the highest hail threat is going to be off to our north. With this kind of system, this is not like a hurricane when I say everyone in this county is going to get tropical storm force winds or hurricane force winds. Severe weather in a line of thunderstorms is very isolated. A single tornado is only a couple hundred yards wide. A damaging wind gust, same deal, 1/8 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile in length in terms of the area of damage. So the areas that will see severe weather tomorrow is still very isolated. You're unlikely to be near a tornado or damaging wind tomorrow. For the majority of us tomorrow, you're going to get gusty winds, lightning and thunder, and some heavy rain. And I think the wind overall, just a general wind tomorrow, even before the rain, is something we will all notice. That is what I'm most concerned about, is that the winds will be even stronger up in the clouds, and anytime you get heavy rain falling, the rain can push those clouds down, that wind down towards the ground, and you can get, in some neighborhoods, a wind gust of 60 or 70 miles an hour, and that's what would cause some isolated damage. Because during that day, that wind is going to be onshore, the Gulf is going to be pushed toward the coast. So from Citrus to Sarasota County, including all of coastal Hillsborough County, we've got coastal flood watches up for tomorrow. 2 to 3 feet of flooding above high tide likely from Sarasota to Hernando County, 2 to 4 feet in Citrus County, with the higher numbers the farther north you go. And I would expect that around the bay, you're also going to see the higher number, probably closer to 3 feet, because the Gulf will be pushed into the bay tomorrow, and that's going to cause the bay to fill with water. That means the Hillsborough River will also be running high tomorrow south of the Rolette Dam, and there may be some minor flooding along the Hillsborough River tomorrow as well, as the river will basically back up as it won't be able to flow into the bay. This is definitely something to watch. High tides come in, depending on your location, you either have 1 or 2 high tides. The first high tide is about midday. It's the lower of the two. The one that comes late afternoon and evening is the higher high tide tomorrow, and that's the one that could see flooding. Low pressure, this is as of Monday morning, is still developing in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas, already getting thunderstorms here. We've got some showers and some rain moving through today. None of this will be severe. It's not a big deal, just some light rain here. The big story tomorrow, I think, will be the wind. Not just in the thunderstorms, but just waking up in the morning and how the wind will build throughout the day. We're going to see sustained winds of about 30 miles an hour. That is a windy afternoon. And at any time you see these winds pushing on shore, the water is going to start to move too. By the way, gale watches are up for our water tomorrow. That is basically a tropical storm warning without a tropical storm. No one should be boating tomorrow. Not in the bay, definitely not in the Gulf of Mexico. Conditions are just too dangerous. Here are some of the wind gusts outside of any thunderstorms tomorrow predicted by Futurecast. 45 miles an hour, I-4 corridor north. That's tropical storm force wind gusts without a tropical storm. That's going to knock down some tree branches. If it's garbage day in your neighborhood tomorrow, make sure you get that garbage bin back to the house as soon as possible. Those could get blown around, knocked around. Watch for debris on the roads. Definitely a good day to just be mindful and make sure you add extra time to any kind of travel that you're doing. We're going to start off Tuesday with temperatures in the 70s. Yeah, the 70s. The temperatures are actually going to go up overnight, which is super weird. That doesn't usually happen. It'll be windy and it'll be dry. Through noon, no rain. Dry weather. Look at these temperatures, low 80s. There could be some sunshine here for the first half of the day, a summer-like day, windy, the clouds moving very quickly from south to north. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, here comes that line of storms, and it will absolutely be a line of storms, a solid area of rain and thunder with some embedded small segments in this that are going to be briefly severe. Here's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Unfortunately, bad news here in terms of the timing. This data just came in mid-morning from Futurecast, and it shows some of the heaviest storms on top of our largest cities right at the start of the evening commute. So the afternoon drive tomorrow, absolutely. If you do not have to be out there, if you have the option of working from home a couple days a week, I would take that day tomorrow so you don't have to deal with all of this. Again, the majority of this line is just heavy rain with some lightning and thunder. But a couple of small segments are going to see some damaging wind gusts, and absolutely, there will be a couple that could rotate, and there could be some tornado warnings and even some brief touchdowns from a waterspout or a tornado. A watch box is very likely for the state tomorrow, probably a tornado watch box, though it could be a severe thunderstorm watch box as well. Here is 5:30 in the evening, so coming up on 6 o'clock, we're already done with the severe weather along the coast. So it's really 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's it, the I-75 corridor. By 6 p.m., it's Polk County, Hardee, DeSoto, and Highlands. You'll be the last to get the rain. And then by 8 o'clock, we're all done. The severe weather is done, the rain has wound down, and the temperatures will cool into the 60s for the rest of the evening. By Wednesday morning, we'll be with clear skies and temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Wednesday and Thursday looking dry and quiet. Another front moves by Friday. Ahead of it, temperatures in the 70s. Behind it, it will cool down into the 60s for Saturday and Sunday. This one could also bring us some thunderstorms, but because it's moving through at night or early Saturday morning, I don't expect a lot of severe weather with this one. It'll mainly be just scattered rain with temperatures Friday